I've downloaded Cubase and I am way into the mix workflow. The built-in channel strip is as good as any random SSL clone plugin and is integrated really nicely into the mixer view. The audio and MIDI editing workflows seem great too. I like Cubase so much that I'm ready to abandon my current DAW and drop $350 on a crossgrade. But there's one thing stopping me, and I'm here to demonstrate it. So here we are in Reaper, getting ready to record some vocals. As I make sounds, you can see the input meter responding right here on the track in the events region. This is important because it gives you visual feedback that the signal is behaving as you expect it to before hitting record. Notice that the input level is indicated whenever the track is record armed. In particular, it doesn't matter whether we're monitoring through the insert chain. Like so. This is also important because I'm already using the zero latency monitoring provided by my interface, which gives me the flexibility to mix playback and input to my own taste while tracking. I can even put a zero latency effects loop on the monitoring path for my vocals without affecting the input to the DAW. And here we are in Logic Pro. As you can see, input metering is independent of monitoring in the input chain. And here's my current DAW of choice for mixing and editing, Studio 1.6. Once again, input metering is independent of input monitoring. And now, here we are in Cubase. Notice that there's no metering in the event zone on the track about to be recorded, unless you turn on monitoring as well, which I do not want. Even when you start recording, there's no metering. You can see the waveforms being laid down here, and that's good. That's positive feedback that you need, but you really need to see the metering here while you're recording, especially when you're doing multi-track recording live. Now, I have selected input in the meter position, but that doesn't do anything unless you've selected direct monitoring here in the advanced settings or the studio setup for your interface, and it's not available here on Macintosh. The Cubase Pro 12 manual does refer to this feature being available for audio hardware with macOS drivers. It may be available, but that is the only reference to this I can find anywhere in the universe. I can't find anything that tells you how to find such hardware or what hardware exists that is compatible with this feature. A helpful person in the Cubase forums did suggest a workaround, which is to open up the mix console and watch the input channels. That is certainly better than nothing, but when you're dealing with a laptop screen and you're recording live drums, there's just no way to see enough of anything. There's going to be 8 tracks here, and there's going to be 8 inputs here, and it's just too much screen real estate when you really want to be focused on making sure that the tracks are being laid down as you expect them to.